Are you a South African musician trying to figure out how to register a song with SAMPRA that has a featured artist? Welcome to this episode where I plan on demystifying just that. Now, before I show you step by step on how to do this, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, but I'm going to go to my PC and show you step by step on how to do this process. So the first thing you want to do is go to the SAMPRA website, sampra.org.za, and then under membership, you'll see under recording artists, notification of tracks. If you have a record company, then you do notification of tracks under record company. And then once you click on notification of tracks, it'll send you to this page. And then when you get to this page, click on where it says, click here to get to SAMPRA Connect. So SAMPRA Connect is where you do your notification of works with SAMPRA. It's the SAMPRA portal, actually. That's what it is. And then it shows you this page. Now you can directly go to connect.sampra.org.za and it'll get you directly into here. But I like doing the other way because it'll always be the same. Usually you should be able to find it from the SAMPRA website. So sign up if you haven't done an account. This will take time because SAMPRA has to set up your account. I'll leave a link to the description for that, but simply sign in if you've already registered and set up an account. Then once you signed in, you'll see these 4 tabs. You may have few, you may have less, depending on where you are in the process, but where you do the notification of work, it says notify my tracks. So click on notify my tracks. So then what you want to do is put in the stage name, SkillMusicSA for example, and then put in the track title. So I'm just putting in a random title now, and then press enter, and then no tracks found. That means the track hasn't been sent for a notification of works. So you click on where it says add new track. Okay, now where it says your role in the recording. So depending on who you are, how you own the master of the song, you'll have a different role. So featured artist, I'm going to click on each one just to help you understand what each means. Featured artist is a solo artist whose name the track was recorded. Like a band member would also be a featured performer. So featured performer, featured artist. Non-featured would be a session musician. This includes backing vocals, instrumentalist, and a studio producer, for example. And then other featured artist, a guest artist on the track doing a duet with the featured performer. And then you have to ensure that you have supporting documents to prove that you are who you say you are. So ideally, your role, you must always be the featured artist, then you don't have to have the additional information. But if you're not, make sure you get an example of the contribution that you made. Let me go back to featured artist. Okay, let me say next. So it autofills what needs to be there. And then what you can do is copy this section and then you put it under the album name or single name. So this, for example, is a single, but if it was an album, I'd put the album name. And then you want to add your ISRC code. So I'm just going to put in a random one for now. 425 1 2 3 4 5. So I just put in a random one for now, but you can get your ISRC codes from RISA, or you can use your distributor such as DistroKid, for example. Then you click on add the ISRC and then you click on done. Make sure you modify the release year to be correct. So I'm just going to put 2025 for now. Then you click on next. And this is where it puts in the other performers. So if there's an other featured performers, remember the description before non-featured performers. So let me add in. So I'm assuming the track has a someone is featuring, so they perform and you can hear them in the track. So add non-featured performer. This is where you add them. So I need to find a performer that is registered now. Performer not found. So sometimes if the performer is not there, you have to find a way of adding them. So they may be using their first name or the second name. I'm using my friend now, and then you simply just add them in the track. And then If you want to add a producer, a studio producer, or an instrumentalist, that's someone, their name doesn't feature in the name of the track. So this is where you'd put them in your other featured performer. So I'd have to try find Silas Beats, for example. It's gonna be tricky to find the person I'm looking for. There, for example, there he is. So now I've added a featured performer. This is the producer, for example, and this person is the featured artist. And then with SAMPRA, they auto allocate depending on what type of performer you are. So depending on what you did in the song, you get different notification or different royalty splits. And then you click on next, then you double check everything, make sure ISRC is there, the stage name. Why is my stage name not there? But it's weird that it didn't put it in there. It added the stage name over there though, but my stage name as an artist not there. Click on I read and confirmed, and then you simply click on submit, and it is all done. That is how you get about notifying your works with SAMPRA that have a featured artist. Don't forget that SAMPRA also has a mobile app that you can do this with. I'll do another tutorial later to show you how to do this, but if you've made it this far, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up on this video. Until next time.